Hello everyone, this video, I've seen a lot of people already put their whatever goals they're going to have out, lifestyle goals, channel goals, reading goals, all of that. So those have already been out and about. I am filming this on January 4th. So I've been thinking, I'm not going to do it, I'm not going to worry about it, but it's like I would just like something to kind of reach for. So I actually wrote them down. There's a handful, not too bad, and then I'm going to stick them on my desk with some washi tape, so that I kind of am thinking about them. Nothing too out there or anything like that. Some of them are your typical goals and stuff. So let's go ahead and get into what my goals will be for the 2024 year. My goal is to read 125 books. I don't believe that will be a problem, although sometimes life just happens. Physical pain, sickness, whatever, where you don't read. So my goal is to read at least 125 books. I have surpassed that for several years now. Because with work, I do have some downtime, and so I can kind of read in between stuff. So I am able to read a little bit more. And that's a rarity, I know, and I'm very grateful that I have the opportunity to be able to do that. So, but that is my base goal. And then I'll probably bump it up next year to like 150, but we'll see. Goal number 2 is to be more active in readathons. Normally what I would do is someone would announce the readathon, I would write down the prompts, and then I would, whatever I'm planning on reading, try to fit the book that I'm currently reading into any of the prompts. I'm still going to do that, but to be more active in the readathons, my goal is to be more active on the Discord groups for the readathons. For example, right now we have the Book-a-mon going on all year. I have already taken a picture of my sweet treat and posted that. The prompt was to have something like honey, and if you can't have honey, then have another sweet treat, which I'm severely allergic to honey, so I did an ice cream bar. And so I took a picture of the box for that and posted that on Discord. So my goal is to be more active on that. Hopefully, you know, I mean, I would like to make some friends. I don't have very many friends, which is fine, but I would like to have more acquaintances and hopefully strike up some friendships. So, yeah. So yeah, be more active, post more on Discord type of a thing. My next goal is, as far as like my channel goes, thank you so much to everyone that has subscribed to my channel. I am now over 500 subscribers. I honestly, when I started this channel, I thought I won't even get over 100. If I do, there's no way I'll pass 150 subscribers. The fact that I'm over 500 blows my mind right now. So thank you to everyone that has subscribed to my channel. That means the world to me, so thank you. I am not setting a goal for my channel as far as subscriber numbers go. I don't even say at the end of my videos, I don't even say please subscribe. A lot of people do, which is perfectly fine, but I figure YouTube is however many years old, and my thinking is it's like anyone that watches already know that if they like the stuff on the channel, they're going to subscribe a lot of the time, so you already know what to do type of a thing. So I'm like, you already know, if you want to, go ahead, if not, no biggie. So I have no channel goal as far as how many subscribers to hit. I'm just not going to do that because I don't want to set myself up for a major disappointment if I don't hit that. And I know that is one that if I do set that goal, I will be disappointed in myself and thinking I'm not good enough and all of that. And I don't even want to open that door. So as far as posting, as you will have seen in January so far, now granted, I'm not sure when this video will go up, but I have a video scheduled to go up every day in January thus far. I am through January 15th. Part of that is because I am trying to stick with doing individual book reviews. That is something that I prefer, because I have seen people do wrap-ups where they do book reviews and you're sitting through like 10 book reviews. Sometimes I'm just interested in one particular book. So I'm doing individual book reviews where I will give you spoiler free. So I'll tell you what the book is about. Sometimes I'll give you my thoughts, like I liked it, was not quite for me, or this thing really bugged me, but I really liked this aspect of it. But I try to keep that to a minimum. So I'll give you what the book is about, if there's any content or trigger warnings, if there's any representation that I'm able to pick up, because sometimes there's nothing that you can discern as far as what representation is in the book, as far as like maybe any racial representation, because it does not mention skin tone or race. So it's just kind of what that representation is up to whatever your mind does type of a thing is my thinking. So if it does for sure say in the book, I will tell you what representation there is as far as disability, racial, ethnicity, anything like that, disability, all that. And then to go into stats as far as, not stats, but word counts as far as how many times shit comes up and damn and other things like that. And like the word Lord, does that come up? And is it done in a religious sense or not a religious sense, type of a thing? Because sometimes some people want nothing to do with anything that's done in a religious sense in a book, or very, very minimal. And some people want more of that in books. So I kind of go over that so that you know if a book is particularly good option for you to pick up or to give it a pass. So my other goal, so I'm thinking I probably will be posting more. I'll continue to post every day. If I miss a day or two there, that's fine. But I'm thinking with the amount of stuff I want to do, like the individual book reviews, and then I want to make sure I'm doing readathon wrap-ups. I've slacked on that, but I've really wanted to. And then it's like, oh, it's too late to do a wrap-up for a particular readathon. Just do them, is my thinking. So that's part of why I've started to post kind of like every day, because there's a lot of stuff that I would like to film, and you don't have to watch every video that I post. So just the ones that you like, as well as unboxings, things like that. Okay. The other thing with my channel is I would like to do a live stream at least once a month, and put myself out there. My thing with a live stream is I just have this thought that no one's gonna watch. So, but I'm not gonna know unless I put myself out there and try to. And try to do that. It could be productivity stuff. I could just, sit and we can read. I can do arts and crafts. Like right now I'm working on coasters, diamond painting coasters. I can color, who knows, but at least do a live stream for a little bit once a month. More than likely it will be on a Sunday, because I don't really have a lot of stuff going on Sunday. That's my most relaxing and low-key day. Mondays and Tuesdays, I may feel like doing it one of those days instead. But generally Wednesday through Saturday, it's a no-go, because those are the days that I work. Mondays and Tuesdays, it will depend on any appointments that I have. So Sundays are pretty low-key and more guaranteed, but I would like to try to do a live stream at least once a month, put myself out there, and if no one watches, no one watches. I've just got to tell myself that. But that's why I haven't done any, because it's just like, well, no one's going to watch, so why even bother? But again, how do I know unless I try? Okay, and the other, I would say, reading or book-related goal would be to post more on Instagram. I'm not very active on Instagram. I will post, like when I read a book, I'll post, the book that I read. And sometimes an odd thing every now and then, but I would like to post like any books that I receive, any hauls, unboxings, things like that. If I do any unhauls or whatever, although I generally get rid of the books, so unhaul posts are not really going to be a thing. But to find, even if it's just an extra post, but yeah, so at least 2 or 3 extra posts a month. It's not going to see a lot of difference as far as you're not going to notice me posting a lot more or anything, but it's just something, a goal to set for myself to post a little bit more. So like hauls or TBR stacks as far as what I have read for the month, that type of a thing. So those are all of my reading, book related goals. Other goals is one that's your standard a lot of people make, is to lose weight. I am overweight. I am in the obese category, and I would like to decrease that. I am now 40. My joints hurt. I have arthritis in my feet, my knees. My back is riddled with arthritis. And so I know that losing weight will help relieve some of the pressure. Will it reduce the pain? I hope so. But it would be good to lose some of that weight to reduce complications, because I also have diabetes. So to try and keep things under control, like with A1C, to be able to take less medication. So my goal is to lose at least 25 pounds. Very minimal, but it's obtainable for one, and it's not going to overwhelm me. Ultimately, I would like to lose 100 pounds, but I don't want to overwhelm myself. So I'm going to say 25 pounds. Let's keep it at that. And if I lose more, great. If not, I tried my best. With that, that also means exercising. I struggle with exercising. My mom and I did get a recumbent bike for a Black Friday sale. I've used it once, and I would like to get to the point that I can exercise consistently 3 days a week to help lubricate my joints and be moving so that my joints don't get too stiff, things like that, especially as you get older, to do something like that. So my goal is to use that. I can't have like a stationary bike where you're sitting up straight, or like those Pelotons where you're leaning forward. That is awful for my back. So recumbent bike is the best. We also have a treadmill, but I can only walk for so long before I start to double over in pain. So I'm hoping that with exercise, it'll help build my strength and my stamina so that I'll be able to walk longer distances and things like that. So I would like to get to where I can exercise 3 days a week. Sundays, Mondays, and Tuesdays are pretty much it. It's just going to depend on how busy I am and things like that. So, yeah. As far as with my health, I do drink a lot of soda, and I'm working on one right now. But I do have a tumbler. When I'm done with this, I have just under half left of my soda. It's my first soda of the day. I can go days of drinking just soda, and I have got to stop that. I need to drink the water. I have got to increase my water because I know I am dehydrated, and I need to fix that. So my goal is less soda, more water. Even if ultimately the goal is to drink more water, I know by drinking more water, it will make me naturally decrease how much soda. I'm not willing to eliminate the soda. There are certain foods that I absolutely love to have soda with. Like if I have pizza, I want the soda. A hamburger, I want a soda. Things like that. But other stuff like a sandwich, I can have water just fine. So I need to drink more water. And so again, because I'm dehydrated, I also know that it will by drinking more water, it will decrease my chances of getting the frequency of the migraines that I get and the severity. So especially when now we're in January, I need to kind of prep for the summer where it gets too hot. So that's the worst time for my migraines. Okay, so those are my health related goals. The next one is to kind of try and be nicer to myself. And what I mean that when it comes to YouTube is to stop comparing myself to other booktubers and the content that they put out. I enjoy doing this. It's a side hobby for me. Would I love this to be my full-time job? Oh, absolutely. But I'm just not to that point, and I don't know if I ever will, and that's perfectly fine. But stop comparing myself to someone like Gavin from How to Train Your Gavin, the content that he puts out, you know, and things like that. Or Olivia from Olivia Reads a Latte, Lexi from Alexandra Rosalind, a whole bunch of others. They put out great content, great quality videos and stuff. I would eventually like to get a better quality camera, and maybe that will improve a couple of things. I get overwhelmed trying to learn new stuff with technology. Part of that is now my age, where I'm at 40, trying to figure out how to I mean, you see this with every generation. It's like the more newer technology comes out, the older generations start to go, not for me, it's overwhelming, it stresses them out. And I'm starting to get into that category. So I need to stop comparing myself. I'm going to do what feels comfortable to me. And then when I feel like I can sit down to try and learn something, like I would like to learn how to chapter my videos, but the thought of that stresses me out and overwhelms me, and I don't want to stress and overwhelm myself. So when I feel mentally like I can handle learning something new with technology, then do it, but not to worry or stress myself out right now. I am my own person. I need to not compare myself. Okay. Two other things. These are just kind of goals that I've had every year, and I've always struggled with them. But one, this first, and these are the last two that I will talk about in this video. So one is to stay on top of birthdays. So for example, right now I have 2 birthday cards, one for one of my aunts, and one for one of my uncles. So their birthdays are next week. I need to fill out these cards and get them put in the mail. And then I have another aunt whose birthday is this month in January. I need to get a card for her and get that sent out. So that's what I mean, stay on top of birthdays, is to do the cards, birthday cards, and just so that they know they're loved and they're being thought about. That's it. So my goal is to send out birthday cards for all of my aunts and uncles, things like that. My final goal is to work on making Christmas gifts for my family. So I held up those coasters earlier. Right now I'm working on that for one of my aunts from my dad's side of the family. I have, let me grab it. I have a list of all of my family members. So I've started a cross stitch for one of my aunts. It's a pair of cowboy boots with some sunflowers coming out of it. So I have that in my room. I'm just kind of occasionally working on that. I just got a cross stitch kit to work on for one of my other aunts who loves flowers and plants. I have a set of coasters to do for one of my uncles that's football related. One of the set of coasters I was working on, I decided I was going to give to another one of my uncles. It's very much a Western theme, like a cowboy on a horse silhouette. So those coasters I'm saving for him for Christmas. So I have family members down that I want to do gifts for, and so my goal is to do something for all of these family members and certain friends that I have written down, things like that. So just so that I'm not stressing, just kind of work on that through the year, and then it's just less to try to gather and put together and stuff by the end of the year. So yeah, just kind of want to be prepared. And I love doing arts and crafts anyway, so yeah, and I like doing them for other people, and so I would like to keep doing that. So those are my goals. Will I stick to them? I don't know, but I will stick this up on my desk so that I can see this every day that I work, just to kind of keep it at the front of my mind, remind myself, things like that. So let me know, what are some of your goals for 2024? Do you even set goals? I was thinking I wasn't, but I just was like, no, I kind of want to. So yeah, we'll see. Will I do goals for 2025? I don't know. That's not something I want to pressure myself, but I do want, there are certain things in my life I do want to change and improve on. So yeah, so I thought, why not? So yeah, do you even set goals? Have you set goals? Are you still doing okay in your goals, or have you already fallen off the wagon? I know it's very easy to fall off our goal wagons, but that doesn't mean, it's taken me years to learn to myself, reiterate this to myself, just because you fall off the wagon with trying to keep your goals doesn't mean you have to wait until the next year. Just pick yourself up and try and do it again. And that's what I have to remind myself. I've learned it, but I still have to remind myself of that. So anyway, yeah, let me know, what are your thoughts? Talk to me in the comment section below. And until next time, stay true to yourself and enjoy a good book. And I'll talk to you later.